What's good with it? It's the homie Mac, music, art, culture, knowledge. Reporting live from the Dogon. Subscribe to the YouTube channel 82 Kings. Follow the movement on Instagram at MacTV_82. I don't even know where to begin with my guest, Jak Brown. Brilliant man, brilliant mind. I would say, well, before I go there, he's engineering my project, The Infinite Search. And I can honestly say between him and DJ Cass, you guys both have, changed my perspective on music. You know, and not to try to sound fake deep, but it's like now I feel like I see sounds, if that makes sense. Really understanding, like, you know, how vocal pitch works, understanding how everything is sequenced with your flow, and cause you know we've been working on this joint for a while.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I've been rewriting shit, deleting shit, all that. But tell the world who you are, homie. What you want to know?
Yes, sir. Hey, my name is Jak Brown. I'm your bitch favorite producer, your bitch favorite engineer. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we in here, man. I'm honored to be with my boy Mac. You know what I'm saying? We've been kicking it. I watched a couple episodes, and yeah, I'll be talking that shit. I like to, you know, outside the studio, I'm a real like nerd type of nigga.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just smoke reefer and watch YouTube videos and shit and learn a lot of shit. So yeah, happy to be here.
So let's get to it. Let's talk about some nerdy shit.
Okay.
All right. So the thing that I'm noticing is like a lot of we're literally living in a time where sci-fi movies and all that shit, it's like becoming a reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know anyone that knows me knows that I follow damn near everything Elon Musk does.
Absolutely.
I don't have a Tesla, but the homie do. But I heard that there's this technology called Neuralace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Neuralace. Neuralink.
Yeah.
That's why you're here. Neuralink, and I believe that there's software that Musk and his company has come up with. I think it's called Neuralace. Mm-hmm. And essentially, it's like a hard drive. Like there can be like information embedded in your brain, and you know, I guess I look at it like, okay, so now maybe we can engineer people to be doctors, engineer them to be lawyers, this, that, and the third. But I guess there's a part of my mind that's just like, what if somebody decides they want to make this like de facto army out of all these motherfuckers? Like,
right.
You know, from remotely, like, y'all gonna kill the president. I'm gonna get y'all to kill.
Yeah.
So like, what do you think that
Manchurian candidate?
Real shit. Yeah. So my thing is like, where do you think we're headed with technology? Do you think that it's going to push civilization forward, or that it could be potentially dangerous?
I think it's both of them. You know, I think that yes, it is going to push us forward. You know, a lot of the issues that we're dealing with now with people, you know, being paralyzed, you know, stuff with Neuralink, I think it's going to help with that first.
Okay.
You know, people with mental disabilities, people with physical disabilities, like I said, with spine injuries. Okay. I think with Neuralink, we're going to be able to, you know, have those people walk again. Wow. Have those people, you know, you may be able to disable parts of your brain that have ailments. Or with the Neuralink, be able to connect it to where it's functioning properly. Wow. So I think at first we're gonna help. It's gonna help with that. But I do believe what you're saying as far as, you know, when you're dealing with money, you're dealing with evil people. I think there's gonna be somebody that's thinking like that. That's gonna want to control. Because if you can control the human brain, you can control that individual. Right. So you know that's a whole army of people you can have doing whatever you want to do, want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. That's real shit. I know Tesla has the self-driving cars. Right. And I came across some crazy shit, right? Mm-hmm. So there were some students there were some research scientists at Georgia Tech. Mm-hmm. And they noticed a pattern that self-driving cars were consistently hitting black people. They had check this out, follow me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like they had this course where they had the cars traveling, and then they had like not dummies, but like these cutouts of people.
Yeah.
And they noticed that the cars would always hit the black people. And then come to find out, basically there's this whole, I can't think of the term of it, but it's like a color spectrum that machines can read. And essentially, it was designed by white scientists, these self-driving cars. Yeah. So they only created a detection within their skin tone. So the darker people, literally, like they can't, the cars can't pick up on it.
Right.
So it's almost like, what is it, scientific, I want to say scientific racism, does that exist? Like, it's almost like.
I'm sure it does, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just, to me, it's really interesting how we're hated on an organic level as black people, and then even scientifically, we still hated on, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess we all know that Africa is the mother of civilization. That's where life itself started. We are melanated people, and I feel like people that don't look like us, they know our value, they know our worth. And I think sometimes there are people who, maybe not even necessarily intentionally, but they look down on us to the point where they want to put more obstacles in our way. It's like they hate us, but they love us at the same time. Right. If that makes sense.
Right.
But I guess more than anything, I think advocating for black people, the activism that we do, it's going to have to become scientific as well. You know, like we can, you know, wear our Martin Luther King shirts all day, throw up the fist, but our level of activism is going to have to step up.
Right, and I think in a lot of situations too, I think it's more about inclusion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to make sure that we doing what we need to do to be included, and not that, hey, I want to be a part of your party. Hey, Mr. Sir, can I please be a part? You know, not in that sense, but in the sense of we making sure that we have the skills and the knowledge to be able to compete with these people. Like, we need to be in the room when they designing the self-driving car, so that we can make sure that our skin tone is accounted for. Right. Because, you know, I drive around in one every day, and I've yet to hit a black person while being in autopilot. I've yet to hit any person. But I do know with it being a silent car, you know, individuals used to hearing the car sound coming up to you. Right. And I've had some close encounters where people didn't hear me coming. Wow. Because it's silent. It's not making a noise. Wow. You know what I mean? So, and, you know, when they sit in these rooms designing and stuff, they probably thinking about themselves. They not thinking about other people. Probably the same way if we was designing something, we'll be designing with our self in mind. Right. So we just need to make sure that, hey, you know, what happened in history happened as far as, you know, we were once the leaders. Some kind of way, like, at some point we gotta blame ourselves. Like, how did we let them overpower us? That's real. How did we let them take over? You know what I'm saying? Like, this was our earth. You know what I'm saying? So, and he knows that his time is coming short. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Elijah Muhammad, is that you? Like, what is going?
His time come for real. I mean, when you mix us with anybody, it make us. Wow. So wow. His time is coming. That's why you see all these plays they making now to try to prolong their reign. But your reign is almost over. That's so real. When we do get it back, what we gonna do to make sure that we don't let that happen again? That's
real shit. Wow. Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that. There's a term, I think it's called genetic recidivism. I can't think of. I'm messing up the word, but it's basically there was a man born to two white parents. I think he was in South Africa. I think he was either in South Africa or somewhere in Europe. I can't remember exactly. I want to say South Africa, but he looks like a black man. Mm-hmm. Like you know, you can always look at a person's nose, their lips, you know, their eye color. Like, if you saw him, you would have thought he was a light-skinned brother. But both of his parents were white. Wow. You know, and basically I think I butchered the term, but basically it says, like, your gene pattern can go way back to something that looks nothing like your parents. You know, and there's a term called the outer Africa theory, where it's basically stating that the original man was black, and some of us migrated north into Europe, and your genetic pattern pretty much adjusts to your climate. So it's like that's why their noses are thinner, their lips are thinner, their hair texture is different because they're genetically they adapted to their ecosystem. You know, you can Google it, look it up. I know y'all may think I sound crazy, but
no, that makes a lot of sense.
Fact of the matter is, we are the original people of this earth. But I think what you said was major. Like, a lot of times it's easy for us to say, they did this, they did that to us. But what did we do to enable them to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did we even give them that space? And then, like you said, I think there's a scripture in the Bible: the first shall be last, the last shall be first. So I'm in agreement with you. Like, we will be where we once were, but it's like if we haven't learned anything from that, it's gonna happen again. You know, or even worse, we could become them. You know, exactly. The things that they did to disrupt his humanity, to oppress people. You know, because my thing is, I want white supremacy to be replaced by justice. I don't want white supremacy to be replaced with black supremacy. Exactly. You know, but we can go on and on about that. So let's talk about porn. Yeah, so everybody watches right. it. I guess, I know you're like, where's this nigga going with that?
Hey, there we go, man.
The thing that I found out, which is kind of crazy, that some of these actresses are actually being trafficked. Mm. Yeah, and I went to Magic City a couple weeks ago, and that was kind of like before I went, I had saw this special on human trafficking about strip clubs in Miami, mm-hmm. and I found out that a lot of those girls are there against their own will, and they're low key getting pimped. And I don't know if you remember, there was a dude up in Sandy Springs. He went online and was like telling different girls like, yeah, you know, I'll fly you out to Atlanta. You want to get your ass done, get your boobs done. I'll do all that. And you know, I want you to be a model, and you can be a video chick. And then when they got out here, he did all those things, but he told them like, basically, y'all gonna be stripping. And I'm gonna y'all gonna stay in this house. If you call your mom, you call your dad, you tell anybody in your family what's going on, I'm gonna kill him.
Wow.
Yeah, like yeah, it got that deep. And I don't know. I think he had a slick ass lawyer. He beat the charges, but I got a line. My first project was in search of Huey P. Newton, and I got a line on there where I said, "Pussy is recession proof," and it just seems like a woman's body is such a commodity in itself. You know, and I guess it's like, as men, a lot of us are tricks, bro. You know, just I mean, just to keep it a buck. I mean, because I guess it's one of them things where it's like, with sometimes like with this whole thing with Lizzo, how I guess she's like representing the big girls or whatever.
Shit up big ass.
No, but my thing is, I always thought I feel like all women almost want to be pimped. Or I know that probably sounds fucked up to say, but I feel like a lot of women, they want to be the video vixen. They want to be celebrated. And I used to always think, well, you know, the quote unquote less attractive you are, the more character you have. But a lot of these women, they're really jealous of the other women, because they want their attention.
Right.
You know, so I guess my thing is, like, I know Tupac said something like, bitches get horny and niggas die. And I guess my thing, where I'm going with this essentially is like, us as men, when are we going to be more intelligent with how we move with women? You know, like I don't know if you heard about the situation at the airport. Mm-mm. Where this buddy flipped, killed one of his coworkers, worked his whole shift. No, wait, what did he do? He killed a chick before he went to work. Worked his whole shift, then killed one of his coworkers.
At work?
Yes.
Well, they had a pistol?
We'll talk about that off cam. But okay. But nah, basically it just, from what I heard, you know, RIP to everybody that was involved, first of all. but from what I was told, it was like some weird love triangle shit. You know, and it just seems like I really don't even like bringing women around my homies.
Right.
Especially if I like her. You know,
I don't fuck with women that I work with, first of all. That's the first step. That's my rule because of situations like that.
Right.
You know, but I think I hate social media, bro. Like, I love it, but I hate it because a lot of these women aspire to be like these other women on social media. Like, I even seen it in my last real relationship. Like, at first, the woman I was with, like, she wasn't on social media, and I was like, I love the fact that you're not on social media, and and you just different. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, she got on there, and I saw the change.
Like, what type of change was it?
Just wanting the likes. You know what I'm saying? The constantly, it went from we would go on vacations, and we would have a great time to it started being photo shoots. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole time it's, it's just like I saw that change from, a woman that I like, the type of woman that I like, to end up becoming the woman that I despise.
Wow.
You know
That's deep, bro.
Because of social, and I felt like social media had a lot to do with it. So,
wow.
I just wish, the Claire Huxtables of the world, like those type of women, if we had that type of image on social media for women to aspire to be like, but so many people, they want to be, like you said, the stripper, the trick, the
video.
Women don't even, and even dating, in dates that I've had recently with women, it's like they don't even know how to be like a woman. Like, they don't know how to be an asset.
Damn.
In your life. You know what I'm saying? All they know how to do is take. And when I say